Hey guys, Alex back with another LEGO video. I appreciate your patience in waiting for my videos to be posted. Sometimes it does take a while for me to get new videos uploaded. I apologize, but I stay pretty busy. I've got a full-time job, a family to raise, and if there's some time that needs to be neglected, it's going to be my LEGO hobby. So I appreciate your patience, but let's get started with this LEGO video. So if you can't tell already, this is going to be train related. I had such a great time putting together those steam engines, those MOC steam engines, that I wanted to try my luck with a diesel train engine, and this is the result. The thing with building MOCs is you kind of go with what you have, and in this one, obviously, I have some red and some gray bricks. Most of all, what got me started was having this base. I actually had it on a flat cart train. I don't know if you've seen that in other videos, but I thought that's kind of a waste of a very cool Lego element that could be a platform for a train engine. So I took that and used that as a base. I also had these doors from a very old train set, as well as this window piece here in the front. This was actually part of a Lego train from, man, it's got to be at least 20 years ago, and it's just been sitting in my drawers up here. And I thought I finally have a good use for them. So that is what I kind of went off of right here first off and got me started. Now, to help me along with the process of building this, I used the MOC train as a template. Kind of went along front to back to see the styles and the elements that were used in helping me construct this MOC right here. And that's why you see some obvious similarities. So I wanted it to be as long as the MOC train because I think that looks really nice with that length. However, I didn't quite have the elements to do that. But it turned out pretty well. I actually did add a couple of studs on either end, so this actually is the same length as this yellow cargo train engine here. So before I actually had it 4 studs shorter, just the length of the base, and it looked, I don't know, it's a little bit too compact. So I added those 4 studs and it made a huge difference. Now, building this train, I had 2 big challenges. The first was getting a railing across the front and the back here, very similar to what you have with the MOC train. And I didn't have these tubings right here, and so I had to be a little creative with what I had. So I had a lot of these antennas, these gray antennas, and I found if you put them end to end using these elements, I'm not sure what they're called, but it worked out pretty well, and it didn't look too thick, although this looks a little thinner, but I think it turned out pretty well. I got that on both sides of the engine as well. So that was one challenge. That was early on, obviously, but it worked out for the most part. Another challenge was this is a red and a gray train, and the black wheels really stick out, unfortunately. They do to me anyway. So I went on Bricklink and was doing a search for the gray elements instead of the black sides, and I found some, but those are indigenous to those Santa Fe trains that are very popular, and they ran pretty quick. So those are very expensive, and I wasn't about to pay that kind of money. So that being considered, I went okay. I said, okay, I'll just do the black, and it turned out pretty well. And I got some other bricks from Bricklink to make this work. One thing that I did that I thought was pretty fun with this while I was putting it together was I put a little door right here. If you open this up, it's got some gauges and some buttons in there to kind of give it some variety, something that is fun for the kids to play with. I did want to show how I did the back part. Now, the train itself is built in 3 main sections. You have the bottom, this front section, the cabin, and then, of course, the back. Now, if you're a train purist out there and I'm not giving the proper names, I apologize. I'm not a train expert, so forgive me. But the back part here was particularly fun to put together. What it is I used a lot of these curved, or I don't know, side elements to allow me to build outwards. So if I take out the top here, just that's all that is right there. And I'm going to take the back off so you can kind of see how that's put together. But you can see that there's a lot of that side building going on. And I just kind of have this base in here, and the sides are just built onto these elements as a wall, and that is put on there very, very easily. You take it on and off really easy, and that's really about it. Alright, well, that wraps it up for this train tour. I hope you guys enjoyed this Lego train. It was a lot of fun building, and it was a pretty decent challenge, and it was very addicting. I like building these trains. I think I'll continue this on, but the problem is I'm running out of room in my train yard. I really don't know even where I'm going to put this thing, but I'll figure that out. Now, I did make a mistake in my last video after showing you the steam engines, and I didn't show you the steam engines running through the city. I won't make the same mistake twice. I'll go ahead and let's have some video of this thing running through the city doing its job. What's up, bud? Uh-oh.
This is how it was when I dug it up.
Okay. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed the ride on this new train engine. Thus far, I only have these two carts that I'm putting on this train. Josh and I have decided that this train's primary job is to deliver goods to our farm right here. Now, Josh is right here beside me. He's going to explain this new area because this new platform was added as a suggestion by you viewers, and we've done so. So, Josh, why don't you explain what we've done here?
So the train comes and they pick up the barrels, and then put them on heel, and then they bring them down to heel.
Okay, I see that.
And then have one more room, and then they'll clean the boxes of apples.
So there's a couple of ramps for the workers to go up and down?
Yeah. They can go over here and put it in the truck, or go over here and put it over here.
Cool. Now, with this new train, they don't actually need to drive these big trucks all the way to the farm anymore, do they?
Yeah.
What can they do now?
Now they can just do this instead.
Yeah, it seems like a lot easier now, huh?
Yeah.
Cool. Right on. Well, that is it. Good job, buddy. I appreciate your help, and I hope you guys at home enjoyed this new video. We'll come up with some more here in the near future. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.